Hello, everyone. I am Three-Face Janus, and I am picking up exactly where I left off in the last episode. Let's move on to No. Let's move on to Stage 2 of Sin and Punishment Star Successor. Stage 2 in this game is where the difficulty really ramps up. Not insanely so, but considerably so. It's also a much longer stage than stages 0 and 1. And this music is playing havoc with me in headphones.
Turns out we were shot down over Fukuoka, Japan. There's a service tunnel here that should be free of enemies. Once we make it through, we'll infiltrate a floating air fortress.
Also known as Stage 3.
According to the database, a few ships are docked there. If we can get to one of those ships, we'll be home free.
And you're sure there are no enemies down here?
Positive. Why would enemies hang out in a water tunnel?
Yeah, seriously.
Finally, there's the entrance.
It's not like every video game has to have a water level or something. Jeez. And here we go. I really like how this stage looks, and the way it functions is pretty awesome, too. Now, outside of the tunnel, you may notice moving things. Those are always shootable. In the rule of Sin and Punishment, if it's movable, you can shoot it. But you probably want to prioritize these things, because these things are going to be the parts that damage you. The moving things that kill you. Enemies also start to get quite a bit more durable here. And what? You can't kill that manta ray? You can't kill that? Oh man, what a tease. If this was Star Fox, I could have killed that manta ray. An Aquas. But anyway. I just love the way this stage looks. Like, you know, we're in this water tunnel. There are these fish things that like fly through, swim through the surface, and then umbrella downward in the air created by the tunnel. It's just awesome. But anyway, the camera angles like this. I don't know. This game is just very visually impressive, and I'm not normally one to gush over that. I think gameplay comes first, but it's a fun game too, so I'm completely fine with gushing and fawning. And by the way, I noticed this time, indeed, my multiplier did not carry over from the previous stage, although my score did. If I get a game over, however, that will not be the case. Then I'm pretty sure your score resets to 0. And maybe something else happens. Now that's a tease too. Look at that gigantic school of fish, and I can't shoot it. Now you want to aim for the middle guy in these sets of 5 guys with a charge shot, if you have one ready. I felt like it was taking a long time to load. I don't want to use it unless they're actually there. Like that. What? I didn't kill the... What? Guys, when you explode, you die. I hate to tell you this. And this is Sin and Punishment. Anything that dies explodes. It's just the natural law of things. Oh, I love this. Fly out of the tunnel for a second into the water and it goes all slow motion. So much fun. Oh yes, and that really messes me up the first time, and even to this day when I see those freaking eels. They will come out of nowhere, and you can either melee attack them or reflect these missiles at them. Either way, it kills them instantly. If I know this game as well as I do, I'm probably guessing that the missiles would give you the most points, but don't quote me on that. And then there's this where you have no choice but to melee them, so... Okay, this eel is different from the others, and you can kill it, but it has quite a bit of HP. I'm gonna go for it. Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different eel. It does still have a ton of HP though. Yeah, I killed it. Alright. I might be thinking of a different one. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. I might be thinking of a different game altogether. How ridiculous. have to have pretty good reflexes to play this, especially for the first time. Do the water tunnel thing, and he tries to attack us outside of the water tunnel, but he rams himself into the wall. I've never seen that happen, actually. I guess I've always killed him before then. The old P curves could be a good thing sometimes. And I got a 16 multiplier. This is going rather nicely, although my score doesn't seem to be much higher from the previous episode. But there is one thing you find pretty quickly is you get a lot of points from bosses. Bosses are probably your biggest source of points in this game. Did I take damage? Must have. Nope. My HP's back to full now. I hate it when the game does that. Like, that for that 1 second there. I was thinking that there was nothing for me to shoot at, but there was stuff in the background. There are very few instances in this game where you have nothing to shoot at, as evidenced by stage 1. This might be the first boss here. I don't know if it's counted. Yeah, this is the boss. The Medusa Keeper. This one can be pretty... it's probably the hardest boss we've fought yet. I would say even more so than the Snapper Keeper. Mainly because of one attack it has, and that should be reflecting that, but I haven't. Not that attack. Shoot the tentacles to open the core! Come on. Any Star Fox fan knows that that reference was coming. Ow. That was stupid. Okay, I could be totally wrong yet again about this one being difficult. You probably get a medal or something if you fly through all of those rings. I, once again, must be thinking of a totally different boss. Either that or I'm just better at this game than I used to be. But I highly doubt that. This looks like you can choose your own path, but you always go into the top left. And this is cool, because you pretty much get flushed down the toilet. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay, I have to say it. In the bathroom! Can't do it the way he does, but I had to say it, okay? And now we're sort of in the depths of the ocean. This is sort of like part 2 of stage 2. Although the stage is pretty long. Or at least it always feels that way to me because the boss of this stage takes forever. You will see what I mean, viewers. Oh, I missed. I missed with the charge shot. I would not have that problem if I were Kachi. That is one of the reasons that I like playing as Kachi so much. Even if Fisa does technically more damage with his shots, it's not always as accurate. Oh yeah, no, there's a bunch of these little things that you have to react pretty fast if you want to get a good number of them. If you get a good number of them, then that's great because they can definitely boost your multiplier by quite a bit. Or give you quite a few points if your multiplier is already at max, which might be the case if you're better at this game than I am. Oh, come on, deflect the bubble. Deflect the bubble onto the jellyfish and kill it by making it explode. How many games can you say that? I ask you. Now, I always have that tendency to do that where I do the whole combo of the attack. Oh, I didn't even know there was another eel back there. I was trying to hit these guys. But, like, as you probably noticed by now, the... oh, I got a medal. Alright. The melee attack that you can do in this game consists of 5 attacks in a combo. And I have the bad tendency to do all 3 melee attacks most of the time when I try to do just one. Because all you need to do is one melee attack to deflect something. And that's what you should do, because if you do the whole combo, that's less time you can spend shooting. There are only a few times where I recommend using the entire combo, and that's mainly against bosses, when you get them into a weakened state, where you can, when you can hit them with the melees. Hopefully those bubbles will stick around. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because we got another boss here, the Moray Keeper. And the more I can deflect on this guy, the better, because he's kind of a pain. Now, the red-eyed eels are not the Moray Keeper. They are, however, dangerous. focus a little bit because this boss does tend to give me a bit of trouble on most of my previous playthroughs. I do love this boss though, just very unique, very visually appealing. Speaking of visually appealing, if you can find the concept art for some of the stuff in this game, oh my god, that crap is beautiful. I have no problem with saying this. Finish him off with a charge shot? Nope. It's not how I do things. I prefer to punch my giant boss eels. Oh, I didn't react fast enough. Probably not going to get very many of these fast. Alright, but here the camera pans down and you can get the computer. That was a terrible charge shot. Oh, we got 41 million points. I just now noticed that. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, how you turn bubbles into giant, streaking, flaming balls of death, I have no idea. These little depth charge things are pretty easy to avoid. You can shoot them. I'm pretty sure you can't reflect them because they detonate into lasers before you can actually get to them. You can also destroy the ships that are shooting them with a charge shot. Of course, the problem being, oh crap. What you don't want to do is fall behind like I did, and I got a medal for something. What did I do that was so special that I got a medal for it? And that was a good example of something that they do in this game that I like, where like the military forces are constantly fighting against the keepers, so they'll be like killing each other while you're fighting. Whoop, where's my cursor? While you're fighting the stage. And you have yet another boss, the NS Barracuda. This is a pretty simple boss if you know how to dodge, but it may seem like its health is going down way too fast. This is not the only stage of this boss. This is merely the first, and it has its own health bar. That's why it's doing what it does. The second part is much more annoying. And these little turrets that will shoot at you. And if that's not enough, you also have spawning enemies. What happened to my charge? There we go. The enemies are very annoying, and I'm pretty sure that you have to shoot at those turrets in the back to actually hurt the ship. What I do is wait until the enemies respawn, because the turrets are pretty slow. You can avoid them, or like the small turrets are pretty slow. You definitely want to dodge the bigger ones, because they can hurt. Once you get it down to that... Oh, come on. That was embarrassing. I deserve to lose my multiplier for that. And here's the final stage. Oh yeah, I remember this now. This attack is really annoying because I have no idea what it is that hurts me. Like, I can tell that it's those energy balls, but... Shoot all 4 energy balls! There, I had to say it. The problem that I have with this form is, like, I always forget. It's so hard to tell both what's hurting me and where I'm supposed to shoot just because there are lights everywhere. Like, the lights that are connecting the balls to the ship don't hurt you, but the balls themselves do. And this boss is so much easier with Kashi. I only had a 4.1 by the end of that, but hey, no one's perfect, and I got full health, so could be worse. Could be much worse. And I'm not shooting. Why am I not shooting? It's just me, or does the music here sound like it's from Metal Gear? Could just be me. I mean, like, not ripped straight from it or anything, but... Can I be shooting things? Oh, of course I can be shooting things. This is Sin and Punishment. What am I talking about? Alright, and I believe we have yet another boss in here. Right. This is the penultimate boss of Stage 2. And I forget the name of it, but it's going to show us right now? Right. Okay, not now at all, actually. This is the first part of this. Oh, what the heck. The first part of this, as of now, unnamed boss. But, all you gotta do is shoot all those little compartments that turn into the various weapons it has. And then you move down to the second stage. Okay, they use this perspective sometimes in the game, and it tends to mess with me when they do. As you can see, it's somewhat top down. I mean, sort of, but also at an angle. Just, it's very unlike the other camera angles in the game. And they do this on a couple of bosses later on in the game as well. Including one of the final stages. Oh yes, Brimstone, that's the name of it. This is another cool boss, I like this one. And, am I not hurting it? Oh right, it has an eye. Forgot about that. There's an eye, oh, what the crap, I dodged that. Yeah, that green eye there is what you had to shoot to actually hurt it. Those little red things on the ground you might have noticed earlier when I dumbly stepped into one are, in fact, landmines, which you can reflect. I'm going to ignore that I took damages there. I'm going to pretend like it never happened. Because I still got a 3.3. That's not terrible. Oh, hey, I stunned it. That's cool. I actually didn't know you could do that. Hey, I'm going to combo this guy. Oh, wow, that was awesome. Oh, don't you love on-screen discoveries like that? That's the way you fight this guy. Lesson to learn, viewers. Don't pay attention to what I actually say. Just go to GameFAQs or something.
So I was wrong about the tunnel. How'd they know we'd use it? And then this machine attacks us? Something's fishy.
Well, you
know,
you flew right into its energy,
nebulons are
or like
behind this.
engine chamber thing.
Yeah.
You were asking for it, Issa.
Hey, Issa, do you know why they're hunting me? Is it because I don't belong here?
Sort of. I think it's because you're not a real human.
This is a big plot point in the Sin and Punishment series.
What is human?
The whole "what is human" question.
Humanity is hard to define. But we have a head with 2 ears and 2 eyes.
And a nose and a mouth?
Yep.
And a body with 2 arms?
Get your fan service in now,
That's right.
game.
And 2 legs, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Japan.
Oh, and a tail.
Sure.
Okay, that line confuses the crap out of me because that little
We don't have
ribbon
tails.
sticking out of her backside looks like a tail, doesn't it? But it's not. It's just like a little ribbon thing. But anyway.
Look at you, giggling with the target you were sent here to kill.
Like this guy's voice.
Tell me, my friend, why haven't you completed your task?
Because I changed my mind.
So, you defy the will of the creators.
I don't give a damn about the creators or their will.
Letting that creature live could destroy our entire universe.
Come on, Issa, you can shoot faster than that.
Turn your gun on that demon. You missed me.
I don't know what's so funny about that. Just this really deep voice guy saying, "You missed me." That was a terrible impression, I know. Hey, look, it's Zonus if it were clean. Nice hat.
That was some stunt you pulled back there. But resistance will only delay the inevitable. I see you've made your choice. Unfortunately, I can't very well return to command empty-handed. Come now. Allow me to show you the true meaning of pain.
Now we are at the actual final boss of stage 2. He hasn't shown his name yet, but just trust me, his name is Armin Ritter. Yes, Armin Ritter. It's one of those things where, like, the Japanese are like, well, it sounds like an English name, right? They do that in Death Note all the time. But this guy is a very annoying boss. And yes, he did just transform into a giant manta ray from hell. guy has so much HP. It looks like I'm dealing a lot of damage right now, but as you can expect, that's only this phase. It's good to reflect things, obviously. That deals the most damage. These little globules he shoots out are also very annoying. I wish you could charge shot them, but once they're in the foreground, you can't. Did I just... Aw, crap. This is the first boss that really... Oh, jeez. Case in point, just really pelts you with weapons. I mean, look at this crap. Get used to it, because not much changes between now and the end of the game. I'm already at 75. I could very easily die on this guy if I get distracted enough. Especially because he's not very easy with Issa. I always think that you can deflect those little brown ones. I think you can if they get close to the screen, but... Okay, and now you want to attack all these little orbs. And what really messes me up about this is that the camera, like, really zooms out, making you really slow to move around.
Try this on for size.
Changes into the most bizarre crap. Again, get used to it, because I'm telling you, this is the essence of Sin and Punishment. So now he's got a whole new life gauge. What we want to do is shoot these little tentacles. Once again, we have to shoot the tentacles to open the core. Just prevent him from making a shield that opens. Why not? Okay, well, forget it then. That tentacle didn't look like it was going away. This is the attack that I thought the Amoeba Keeper had, or the Medusa Keeper. As you can see, I don't even know how to describe this. Just look for yourself. Those little energy things are bouncing around this rectangular space that he's controlling. This makes no sense at all in a three-dimensional world, but in the world of rail shooters, it does. Don't you love it? Same thing here. This form is probably... I actually consider his first form to be the hardest. He's got 3 forms, ultimately. I'm pretty sure you can deflect those. Let's find out. Nope. Oh wait, yeah, you can. I guess my timing was just off or something. I should correct myself. This form is easy, but it can be pretty annoying to take out. This whole boss fight, like I said, is just pretty annoying. Case in point when he does this. I think there will come a point where you do have to pretty much kill all of these little globules in order to kill him finally, but it doesn't matter the first 2 times it happens. Now here, at the 3rd time, it does matter. Thankfully, I do consider this to be the easiest form he has. Because he just turns into like this school of orphas. And you're supposed to go through the rings because there are coins in the rings. And it's very hard to avoid getting hit if you don't go through. So that's my advice to you. And to myself, because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm pretty sure you get a medal once again if you go through all the rings. Ow. Pretty smooth flying, Fox. Yes, I will be making shameless Star Fox 64 references this whole time. Now, these boulders you can reflect if I get the timing right. They do, of course, a crap ton of damage. But I always get the timing wrong. It's pretty hard to tell exactly when they're going to knock it around. Just pass it to each other and then just... Oh crap. Sorry about that. I had a very rude interruption from my arch nemesis, Bank of America. I hate them so much. telemarketers, I swear, man. Okay, now I think you have to destroy all of them. Maybe. Maybe not. Yes. Excellent. All right. Once again, we get 2 out of the 11 medals. That appears to be my thing. And we got almost 57 million. Hopefully I can do this entire game without getting a game over, because that would be awesome. But for now, we are done with Stage 2, and I will see you later. Take care, everyone.